Hi everyone, welcome to Understanding Entrepreneurship with Vusi. Today I'll be talking about one of the biggest lessons that I've learned so far in 2020. Woo! Let's get it! 2020 has been really a bad year so far for most entrepreneurs. As much as it's been a bad year for entrepreneurship or for a lot of businesses, it's also been a learning lesson. One of the big things that I learned so far in the past 5 months of this year that we've embarked on is that as an entrepreneur, it's very important to adapt quickly. We need to adapt to the technology that's happening. Don't take time to jump onto the technology that's happening in terms of your workspace being innovative. What do I mean? You look at remote working. It's been a buzzword that has been done by the fancy people that are doing it, companies being scared to let people to do remote working, to be able to work from home, right? But imagine as an entrepreneur, if in your business you had already inculcated that, right? Meaning when the situation that the whole world is in terms of figuring out do they offer value in the midst of this pandemic that the world is still going through, right? You would be way ahead of the curve, right? Because your staff, they'll be working remotely. They won't be figuring out what is working remotely. One of my mentors, she used to say to me about 10 years back, she started doing the remote working, running her businesses from home, and conducting this Skype meetings, Zoom meetings. I never really got to understand why she was doing it. But now I fully understand as an entrepreneur, because when she was doing that, she had more time with her kids. At least she would spend a bit of time with her kids. 1, 2, she'll be way ahead. She'll push her work more. And her business is not localized, it's globalized. That's what technology does for you. When you adopt and you become innovative, you select the right technology as a business that you're going with, you don't become just local, you become global. So that's what working from home or adopting technology does for your business. That's one thing that I've learned as a business. In our business, we adopted that, during the pandemic that we are in. It worked quite nicely, but I feel like it's something that we could have done it way ahead. We were always thinking about it. We're always thinking about it in terms of letting guys to go edit from home, or giving them the edit suite to edit from home, or having an editing iCloud-based system, something that we've been thinking about it. But look at the whole world. Imagine if we were way ahead, So that's one thing that I've learned, that as an entrepreneur so far, you need to adapt quickly. You don't need to think with what's happening. Look into the future. That's what 2020 has taught us. And also understanding that Humpty Dumpty it's no longer the same, right? Humpty Dumpty is no longer the same like yesterday. As I'm recording this now, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. So as an entrepreneur, meaning now, I need to think of ways to scale the business, not using the old business model way. A lot of people, they're still saying when everything gets back to normal, if it's normal, things will be normal. Things will never be the same. Humpty Dumpty is no longer the same. So as an entrepreneur, what I've learned is that you need to have that strong mentality, work hard whilst you are in this situation, and foresee. Don't take what's happening globally and take it like I'm in Africa, it's gonna hit you. So you need to have your eyes, you need to know what's happening as an entrepreneur so that you can plan ahead. That's what I've learned so far with 2020, And also understanding that, where there's a disaster, there's an opportunity. As an entrepreneur, you diversify, you find ways of how to add value to people. You find ways of how to add value. So as a business, one of the things that we've done during this lockdown, right? We've had a business that we've been trying to push, hasn't been really doing quite well. So we saw a gap, right, in the midst of this pandemic, and we offered value to brands. We offered value to individuals, and understanding that brands, they don't want to spend money, right? But we found a way to add value to brands and scale without really looking at high profit margins. Imagine 20 cents. If you're getting a profit margin of 20 cents, 50 cents, that's okay. And you can push that product 100,000 times. That's money in the bank. So as an entrepreneur, one needs to think quickly, adapt quickly. That's the times that we're living in. And that's been one of the learning curves so far. I hope this episode adds value to you. Let me know what's your take. And as an entrepreneur so far within this 5 months of 2020, what is it that you've learned? And how are you adapting the things that you've learned so far to transform your business? I hope this episode adds value to you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Peace.